Man, we getting calls and we ain't even fully start yet, man. Give it 1 second. We gonna answer the phone lines. We gonna get it going, man. Salute to all my peopleizations, man. Emmanuel Momo, salute. What's good with you, King? Joshua Ellis, salute. B Max, salute. My brother CB Sports TV, Carl Burrell in the building. Chilltown Major, salute. Dimitri Cohen, salute. JC, Avery Apendo, Ahmad is Ahmad, salute. Stay ready, my brother. Stay ready, Boxer TV. Go subscribe to my brother. Stay ready, Boxer TV, man. Bilal Hobbs, salute. OPJ 5E, salute. You know what? Stay ready, man. I had took a hiatus, man. You know, from doing live streams for a while, man. So that's where I've been at with this, man. You know what I mean? You figure deal me, King? You figure deal me? KYT TV, G5 underscore Gabe, Tim TV 212, Chris Brown 45, Kenneth Wise, Jules of Life, salute. TJ Wilkins, salute. David Hyde, salute. Two-time Gold Kings, 2 times, salute. Melvin Campbell, salute, salute, salute to my peoples, man. What's shaking with y'all, man? Jules of Life, V-Man 910, Emmanuel Momo, Austin Barnett, salute. Lopez Efechi, salute. A.O. Bynon, salute. Melvin Campbell, Blair Tibb, my peopleization. Buddy Lee Sr., what's good, what's good? Train Deuce Deuce, salute. What's shaking, my peoples? Getting calls already, man. Let's see. Let's see if we can get it going. Hold on. We're going to get it going in a second. In 1 second, man. Make sure the phone line is working. We're going to get it going in a second. Ronald Jones, salute. Good, okay. She gave me some more?
Yeah, she want to make it too. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not hearing it. Arthur Levin, salute.
What?
There you go. There you go. Salute to my peopleizations. Give me 1 second, man. Gonna get it in. I want to get y'all opinion. Man, smash that like button, my peopleizations. Loving Down Gaither, salute. So, Trick Nolte, salute. So, let me just talk about this real quick. And then I'm going to open up the phone lines, let y'all, my peopleizations, go ahead and call on in. So, let's just talk about this real quick. I had some sources contact me. 3 different sources. And tell me that they believe there's issues with Tyson Fury's A sample, and that box fans salute in the super chat. Whatever, man, salute. There's issues. Just give it a second before y'all call in. So there's issues with possible issues with Tyson Fury's A sample. Kamal Ali, salute. P Money, salute. Rodriguez Jackson, salute. And that they're actually waiting for the results of the B sample quietly. Now, this is all alleged, right? This is all alleged. Now, we know that Tyson Fury, do me a favor, smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 150, man. Chef Boyardee, salute. Salute. Andres Norris, salute. Rob Sportsman Lee, salute. So, we know that Tyson Fury, my brother, Ticket TV in the building. What's good? Go subscribe to my brother, Ticket TV, man. Go subscribe to my brother, man. Mississippi King, salute. Stu Baby Love TV, salute. Go subscribe to my brother, Ticket TV, if you're not already subscribed to my brother, Ticket TV, man. So, you know, a couple of sources hit me up behind the scenes, and they told me, you know, that it's a strong possibility that there could be some news with this. My brother Jay Good, I forgot to hit you up. I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow, later on today. I was about to say tomorrow. Quest X, salute. What's good with you? So my sources hit me up and they told me, and these are good, credible sources, right? They said that it's possible that you can hear some news about this come out about, you know, an investigation and following his A sample, and that quietly, you know, it's a possibility he had it in B sample tested. Smash the like button, man. We got 230 people. Let's get 230 likes, man. Smash the like button. And so, you know, this is all allegedly, you know, there was a complication with the A sample, right? And so, you know, listen, nothing surprised me in the sport of boxing. We've seen Tyson Fury and his cousin Huey Fury, you know, failed tests before. Corey Yellerman Jackson, salute, my brother. We've seen Tyson Fury fail tests before, so are we surprised? Why would we be surprised? There's nothing to be surprised about, right? There would be nothing to be surprised about because we've seen this movie before. If you've seen the movie before, you shouldn't be surprised at the ending, right? Because we know what the ending is. Salute to my brother Bish, B Megastar in the building. Kalain Cummins, salute. Unknown Force, salute. Travel Boss, salute. He said, okay, is there enough time to make a difference? Of course there's enough time to make a difference. Of course there is. Why wouldn't it be enough time? Of course there's enough time. Right? So nothing surprises me in the sport of boxing. We know that Tyson Fury, you know, Dale Coleman, salute. We know that Tyson Fury gained. I mean, I play sports my entire life. Matthew Valentine, salute in the super chat. My brother, he said, wow, keep grinding, Blue Blood Bomb Squad. Yes, sir. I played sports my whole life, right? Salute to my brother Slip the Jab in the super chat. Just some love and support, Blue. Salute to all the real ones and the mighty LDBC. Salute to you, my brother, in the super chat. Verona Zorro, salute. I played sports my whole life, right? There's this movie I used to watch, and then I'm going to start taking calls in a second. There's a movie I used to watch called The Program, right? Melvin Harris, salute. There's a movie I used to watch called The Program. It's a football movie, right? And I used to watch The Program before every game I had in high school. Sweet Science, salute. Every game in high school, I used to watch that movie to get me going. J Real 504 Music, salute. New Fat Boy Fitness, salute. Right? And I used to watch this movie all the time. And there's one when I heard this, as soon as I got this news, actually I got this news. Um, One person told me this, Nitty G, salute. And listen, this is all alleged, and guess what? I'm gonna say this. I hope it's not true. Mahari Sports Podcast, my brother, what's good with you? Retros for Life, salute. The Brothers UK, salute. I hope this is not true for the sport of boxing because I'm a fan of the sport of boxing. We got 300 people and we don't even have 150 likes. Can we smash the like button? And so I hope it's not true because I'm a fan of the sport of boxing. But somebody told me this, right? Psalms of the Times TV, HQ, salute. Somebody told me this like last Wednesday. Sean Snowden, salute. And I brushed it off. D Brown, salute. Snacks B, salute. I brushed it off and I talked to her, hey man, you know, things are gonna happen. Rumors are gonna swirl. Right? Kano Rafar, salute. And things are gonna happen, right? Rumors are gonna swirl and so on and so forth. That was one person. Rocco 3, salute. That was last Wednesday. Pure Muscle, salute. Then Taco K, salute. GG, salute. So then Saturday, somebody else. Now last Wednesday, Duke, salute. Last Wednesday, somebody contacted me and told me this. And these are all credible people. And only out of the three, only two of them, I believe, know each other. Right? And so Saturday, somebody called me and said, hey, I got something for you. Right? So, what's that? Drop it on me. Make it easy on yourself. Say, yo, I believe there's a situation going on with Tyson Fury's A sample. So, oh, okay, I heard that. I'm like, say less, salute. I'm like, Adrian Foe, salute. I'm like, okay, I heard you. I'm not surprised because we know he failed before, and then, you know, I wasn't surprised because I heard it. Right now we got 350 people. B Brown, salute. Stephen Lamontis Hawkins, salute. In the super chat, he says, Squad, LDBC, Midwest, salute to you, King. Salute to my Brothers UK in the super chat. Yes, boo, as much as you want justice for the champ, is very sad for lovers of boxing. Your chips are noise. Yep. Oh, yeah? There you go, 619, Cali Factor, salute. So, a third person called me yesterday. Hey, don't be surprised to hear something spooky going on. Jeffrey Lake, salute, with this results. Yada yada yada. Crown King, salute. And that's where I'm gonna leave that. Big LT, salute. So, my brother, Lyman Paulie, salute. Focus Ball, salute to you in the super chat. He says send a vid on how glove chi is done mid-ring. I got you. I'm gonna check it out. On my IG, okay. Smash the like button, my peopleizations. Get them likes up, man. We got 350 people. Let's get 350 likes. Michael Johnson, Boston Tour, salute. So, yeah. Somebody told me I remember the go, salute. And I'm like, wow, man. It's even more credit. The person told me yesterday said it's a strong possibility, you know. So we're gonna see how this plays out. And then I'm gonna ask y'all when y'all call in. I'm gonna ask y'all, man, just do me a favor, keep it clean. Keep it clean, man. No no foul language. You understand me? No N-word. No cursing and none of that, man. So I just want to ask y'all 2 questions. We're gonna keep it to a minimum, man. 1 minute. So I'm gonna ask y'all the question, man. Do y'all think he'll risk it? And also, obviously, we got some other news that was confirmed last night by the champ himself. Pay me B214 salute in the super chat. He said Chisora Fury 2 ref got him 7th round. Wow, I ain't even see that, man. I'll check that out too. So, I want to ask y'all that y'all and y'all let me know, man. Big George Foreman will be advising Deontay Wilder on some tips, and they'll be going over some dropping his knowledge on the champ, right? Let me know if y'all think 704 Joe salute. Let me know if y'all think that's a good fit or not. And do me a favor, we're gonna keep it to a minute. Just get right to it, and let me know what y'all think, man. All right. So, Adewale M, salute. Go ahead and call in, my people. Let me know what y'all think, man. Eugene Williams, salute. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, this is I go by Yazzie, man.
Yazzie, what's good with you? Where you from, bro?
What's the issue? I'm from New Jersey.
Okay. So there's a possibility that Tyson Fury could have an issue with the A sample of the VADA testing, and we got Big George Foreman going to be training or helping assist Deontay Wilder, man. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, the thing with Fury is he's been cheated. People don't notice, but he's been banned for steroids. He's been cheating with his left glove since 2015, and he's a gypsy king, and I ain't known for cheating. His father was a bare knuckle fighter. He's just all around a T, you know what I'm saying? He came over here with a story telling me he did it again. Mm-hmm. Now, as far as George Foreman, I probably would have wanted Lennox Lewis because George Foreman, yeah, they're both heavy hitters, but Foreman ain't really got speed or as technique like Deontay, but he's been there, done that, 2-time champion, so if he came back, he could probably do the same for Deontay.
Yeah, I like George Foreman, but I would have much rather have Lennox Lewis.
Yeah, Lennox Lewis.
Just because I think there's a better, they can relate more as far as style and what they bring to the ring. But let me ask you this: do you think Tyson Fury would actually risk it again, knowing the world is watching?
When you're going against the baddest man on the planet, considered the hardest hitter of the world, and you a known cheater since back in the day, there's no telling what you'll do. I think he should be banned from boxing immediately. The O should be given back to Deontay Wilder, and that belt need to come back. And if that don't happen, that just shows how dirty. Like Andre Ward, he's talking about, oh, Deontay just lost. But I don't hear none of these big platforms talking about how he cheated, but they real quick to knock down Deontay Wilder. It's sad. I don't want people turn on us, man.
Yep, that's a fact. I appreciate you calling in, King.
No problem, man. I salute. I love what you're doing.
I appreciate you, King. Don't be a stranger.
All right.
Yeah, you heard what he said, man. He said that he wouldn't put it past him. You know what I'm saying? C Max, salute. So, phone lines open, man. We got 400 people. Smash the like button, man. We got 400 people. Smash the like button. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Antoine from Capitol House.
Antoine, what's good with you, man?
Yeah, not much to.
How you feel about this situation, man? Deontay brought in Big George Foreman, and Tyson Fury may have risked it all again. Do you think Tyson Fury is willing to risk it all again? And what you think about George Foreman, man?
Yeah, George Foreman's a good fit, you know. But I like Lennox Lewis is the better fit. But George Foreman we could give that experience.
Now, why you think Lennox Lewis is a better fit, though?
Cause he more up to date. He lost the title before to Rockman. So you get to give him that experience to get his title back from Tyson Fury.
Mm-hmm. But you know what the thing is with George Foreman, he was fed like Deontay Wilder, and he ran up against Muhammad Ali. Now I'm not comparing Tyson Fury to Muhammad Ali, but you know, George Foreman said he thought his power would be there forever, and when he went up against Muhammad Ali, it didn't come into play. So then he went into a slump because he thought his power disappeared forever. You know, so you think that that would help Deontay Wilder, but he just never got a chance to fully land the power, a clean punch on Tyson Fury.
Yeah, you're right about that. But see, George Foreman can go ahead teach him how to jam more and set up that right hand.
Right.
You know, so the power's going to still be there, but he got to George Foreman will teach you how to do more combinations and set up that jam, and go to the body more. And then when Tyson first hand starts to down, he can just open up with the shot.
Now, do you think Tyson Fury is willing to risk it all again, man?
Where all these accusations and all that with the gloves and everything, I think he's probably scared right now, you know.
Mm-hmm. And you know the thing that's getting me is like you just won the biggest fight in your career. Where's the celebration, man? We don't hear nothing from Tyson Fury. One interview.
He's guilty of the fight, guilty of they talk about the gloves and the chest and everything. You know, he probably he might catch up with him. That's why he probably ain't saying that.
So how you see the trilogy going?
I hope Wilder wins, but you know, Tyson Fury, man, he can move around and you know, Wilder has better footwork, and it's kind of like I'm edging on Tyson Fury a little bit. Foreman can help him, but it's not enough time to adjust because we're taking an immediate rematch. I think we can do a warm up real quick and then jump into Tyson Fury rematch. But you got to take the offer now before you're Eddie Hearns and Eddie Johnson was trying to do the unification battle to be undisputed. You know, so the Wilder one could be in it.
Yeah. I appreciate you calling in, bro.
All right, bro.
All right, good brother.
All right.
Hey, my brother Carl Burrell, CB Sports TV, call back in. And I'm eating my snacks. Y'all know that's what I do, man. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hello? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this Moose in Cleveland, Ohio.
Salute to Ohio in the building, man.
You dig?
Yes, sir.
Hey, so check this out. Is it another fight if the urine is dirty?
I'm sure. Because Deontay Wilder's competitive nature, you see, he gave Ortiz a second opportunity. You know, his competitive nature, he don't really care too much about that. You know, as long as you come in clean, now they're gonna be paying a closer, more attention to it. But my thing with it is, if this is true, and this is all allegations, we got to say allegations, right? Then that means you knew you was gonna get tested because WBC have the clean boxing program. So you was willing to risk it all. You know what I'm saying? So I believe Deontay. You know, it may be pushed back. He might have a fight in between it. You know, because I'm sure Tyson Fury has already been suspended. So if he gets suspended again, you know, it could be a tougher punishment, man. And if my thing is this, if Tyson Fury gets suspended again, he may not come back to the sport. That
So
might
where
be
did that championship go after that?
I think it would be vacant, and whoever Deontay Wilder fights in between for the vacant WBC belt, or they might just give it back to him.
Man, when is they gonna address how this is top rank action too?
Mm-hmm.
Like top rank seem a little dirty in all of this.
Well, I think just the sport overall.
Yeah.
You know, the sport overall has been known to you know, not be the cleanest sport in the world. So, and I don't think that Bob Arum at this point in time would want his fighter to risk it on this big of a stage. When you got two big joint networks like this, it's kind of tough to want to risk it all. But what you think about Big George Foreman coming in?
I like George Foreman as an individual, but I would much prefer Lennox Lewis or even that invitation for Mayweather, because every fighter who's been in a ring with Mayweather talk about how much they learn. Canelo is not Canelo if he ain't get beat up first.
That's true. I just think I think they'll clash because first of all, their personalities, and I just think that Floyd's defensive-minded first mentality is not what is needed to beat Tyson Fury. I think you need to be offensive-minded when it comes to Deontay Wilder. I mean, when it comes to Tyson Fury. So, go ahead.
Who can teach him how to keep that big body off of him? I was a Greco-Roman wrestler, and I know once you put 300 pounds on somebody, it'll change your life. You got to keep him off of you. That's the only way it'll work.
I'm a big fan of, I think George Foreman can teach him how to hide his punches, how to hide that right hand. But I'm a big advocate of Lennox Lewis. Now, I don't know, you know, how their relationship is behind the scenes, but I think Lennox Lewis would be perfect for him.
I agree.
You know? But I appreciate you calling in, big bro.
Absolutely, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Don't be a stranger. My brother Carl Burrell, call in. Let me get my brother Carl Burrell on here. There you go. What's good with you, bro?
What's good, bro? How you doing, big bro?
Trying to be like you.
Oh, man, I'm doing good, you know, just on this grind, so you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I'm going to make this real quick, and that is that, like, first off, do I believe Tyson Fury risking all the cheat? Absolutely. He cheated in the Klitschko fight, so in the biggest fight, in the biggest stage, and you got a machine like ESP in the top rank behind you, why would you not cheat? Did you know that Deontay Wilder's capable of? You knew he was coming in heavy, you knew he was going to be more heavy or more power on his punches. So, yeah, he's going to have, because only ESP ain't going to do it, even if he do fail a drug test, the governing body's only going to make an excuse for him and give him a slap on the wrist. That's it. It might push the fight back from July to, like, September or something like that, or October, which I think would be even better for Wilder, but still. And that's the way I look at it. But as far as George Foreman can give Deontay Wilder some advice on what to do in the ring, what to look for, as far as like how to execute your punches, but that's about it. But as far as training him, no.
And before we get to George Foreman, I want to ask you this, bro. I said before we get to George Foreman, I want to ask you this. I know you play sports. Do you think it was possible? Because now that this is coming out, I'm starting to question him gaining all that muscle mass in such a short period of time.
You know, like I know, we play sports. There's no way possible you're going to put on 15 pounds of pure muscle in that short of a span. It takes at least a whole year to put it on the right way, unless you cut a corner doing illegal things. That's the only way. Then the man had his then the man didn't have his gloves on, which almost hit Deontay Wilder with bare knuckles. So he cheated all the way around, and Bob Rankin was aware of this. They won the white heavyweight champion. That's what it is, man. We're gonna call it what it is. They want to do anything to take Deontay Wilder down a notch, and then to do it in Black History Month made it even more sweeter for them.
Now, if this comes out that he failed allegedly, do you think that they should just vacate the belt or give it back to Wilder? What you think should happen?
I say, man, the champ never lost, turned to a no contest, give him back his belt, and then you start a trilogy. So it'll be one draw, one no contest, and you go into the trilogy. Because Fury earned that belt, he knows he didn't. That's why he's not celebrating nothing like that. Because deep down inside, he had to cheat to beat that man.
And that's my thing, man. You come off this big win. You told the world that you was gonna knock him out. You get the stoppage, but there's no celebration.
Exactly.
He should be doing interviews any and everywhere, right? Because I'm looking for the interviews. Right.
Yeah.
It's understandable.
Incognito, because he knew he cheated, and if that sample come back, man, you know what I'm saying? He's not gonna be done because look at cheaters like Dillian White. Look at all these other heavyweights that's been popping there, and they still out here fighting. They're gonna try somehow come up with a great excuse over what Tyson Fury unknowingly took this. Still unknowingly lied. And shame on Sugar Hill because he knows too, because he's disgusting as well. All for a paycheck.
And you can't say the meat because he been in the States all this time.
Man, look, this is sad, man, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, we not holding our head down. Like I said, no matter when the trilogy, man, Wilder's gonna wipe the floor with Fury.
I'm agreeing,
Now, training Wilder, I can see training Wilder would be Nazim Richardson.
I like that.
Because he's gonna check the gloves and everything. He the one they called Margarito when he tried to cheat with Shane Mosley.
And don't forget he caught Trinidad too, but in a Hawkins fight.
Exactly. And that's my whole thing. So Nazim Richardson has a boxing brain like none other. Yes, Derrick James all of them is good, but Nazim Richardson will systematically take Fury apart and show Wilder how to do it. Whatever Fury come up with, he's gonna have an answer for it. I believe Derrick James will too, but Wilder is already set like that. You need a brain like this, a brain that's gonna outthink him.
Right.
That's all Wilder needs.
I like that. But bro, I'm gonna get to these other callers, all right?
Peace and blessings, bro. Stay safe.
Peace and blessings, bro. Appreciate you.
All right.
It's my brother Carl Burrell right there, man. Smash the like button, man. Hold on 1 second, all right? Let me get to these super chats.
Hold on 1 second, all right? Let me get to these super
Mute your phone. Rex Jamal
Okay.
saluting the super chat. He said, salute, Blue. Dre Finest saluting the super chat. He said, I just got off from work. Too tired to call in. Salute to you, King. Hold up. We had a couple of other ones. I'm missing some. My brother, Stay Ready Boxing TV in the super chat. He said, I've been calling. I might be calling the wrong number. Oh, text the number and tell me what's your area code, bro. My brother, the Cali Enigma Sports and Entertainment in that super chat. He said, what's happening, fam? Tyson Fury certainly needed a light to beat the no-skill Deontay Wilder. Too many red flags for Tyson Fury. Yeah. Who that? My brother BFTB Boxing in there too? Okay, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, this is Quest X.
Oh, my brother, what's good with you?
What's good, man?
Ain't nothing, man. Go ahead and cook, man.
Yeah, man, I just wanted to sit there and say that it was purely obvious that something was up with Tyson Fury because of the fact that he brought attention to not wanting to drink from a water bottle. Now, I noticed that right after the fight, and it struck me as weird. Drug testing. Why is that even on your mind if you're clean?
Okay, and to answer when people say, would he risk this? Absolutely. Once a drug addict, always a drug addict. And that movie, The Program, with that kid, that football player, what was his biggest issue? It was not so much that he became an awesome superstar on the field. It was that he was addicted to actually doing it. And people with addictive personalities are very susceptible to supplementing one addiction from another.
Right.
So that doesn't surprise me at all.
And I brought up The Program movie, right? Because you remember remember the part where he said, hey, he's like, you think he's on to something? He said, no. He said, man, he gained 20 pounds, rip, and an attitude to go along with it.
Absolutely.
You know, Fury had a different attitude, right?
Yeah. He came across as way too confident, especially considering after the first fight, there was rumors and words that his wife was terrified, that he was questioning, he had like memory loss or something, or something like that.
His brother questioned it.
Yeah, exactly. And he comes in this fight, and there is like no fear, no nothing. You know, it just, everything struck me as weird. And I've been sitting there saying this, like privately. This is one of the reasons why I haven't done videos on it, is because I wanted to sit here and wait for the drug test. Because something just wasn't right. And also, I just want to make one last point. The fact, I think another caller brought it up, which is an excellent point. How has Fury conducted himself after the fight? The biggest fight of his, he has been as tame and quiet and measured with everything. Okay, this is the same guy who, after he wins fights, you know, is pretty much running around, rubbing it into his opponent's face at every turn. But with Wilder, it's been a completely different tone and tenor.
Yep. I agree, bro. I agree. I appreciate you. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say one last thing when it comes to George Foreman. I actually like it. The reason why is from a fighter's psychological standpoint. Foreman went through the most devastating losses of his career and had to rebuild himself back up. I think the Foreman and Wilder marriage will be more on a mental level than a physically what he can bring to the ring. So that's just how I look at it.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on, man.
I appreciate you anytime, bro. Don't be a stranger. All right. That's my brother Quest X, man. Go subscribe to my brother Quest X, man. Salute to my brother Mailman Mike in the super chat. He said, yo, you seen the video Fury versus Hammer fight was delayed because of the didn't like Fury left glove made the team. Yeah, relates him. Yeah, I saw that video. Yep. Salute to my brother Mailman Mike. What's going on with you? Andre
What's
Norris.
happening, Blue?
What's shaking with you, King?
And peace and blessings to the fam.
Peace and blessings to you, King. Grand Rising.
You already know. I just got a few things to say. Like as far as him getting George Foreman, I really think that Wilder's too much of a slick boxer for George Foreman's style.
Okay.
Plus, I would like to say, if we're all talking about what we're talking about, you know, and Wilder saying that he didn't have his legs, why would he need to fix that if someone had to get an unfair advantage to, you know, overcome that? So, you know, we're used to seeing Wilder being very light on his feet, able to get away from certain things. And this fight, it just wasn't happening. And now we know why. And another thing I want to say, I was watching Foreman channel like a couple of days after the fight. And he too said he was talking to somebody in a bar, a female in particular. He said he felt like she was a UFC fan. She said that she could see that it seemed like Fury was on some. That was like 2 or 3 days after the fight.
Wow.
So, you know, it's surprising if somebody, you know, just with a naked eye can see that, like, oh yeah, man, he doesn't look like the same person from the first fight. All these people who's experts supposed to know the sport. You know, you could see with your eyes that he was clearly wrestling, using dirty tactics, rabbit punches, you know, all these different things to gain the advantage. And, you know, still couldn't put the guy out.
And another thing is, right, everybody complained. Now, he lost all that weight, right, for the first fight. But everybody complained he was out of shape. Now he gained, what, 14 pounds, 17 pounds, something like that? Because he was 250, 256 the first time, right? So the second time, he 273. So he gained 17 pounds of muscle. Because he didn't weigh that against Otto Wallin, and that was his last fight, right? He was out of shape against Otto Wallin. Now he gained 17 pounds of muscle. He's more defined and more in shape for the Wilder fight. You know, that's kind of hard, man.
Nah, check this out, Blue. I don't know about more defined, but just check this out. You say Fury was like 256, 250 basically the first fight. Wilder was roughly 209, you know, 210. It's still a 30, 40, what it was, a 40-pound weight advantage.
Yep.
Same thing, both fights. And all of a sudden, because he put 20 more pounds, that's the cause that, you know, while we see Wilder all bruised up with a very known light puncher and somebody like Luis Ortiz, who's a known harder puncher than Fury, couldn't even bruise the man up the same way.
And hit him with bigger punches.
Exactly.
And hit him with bigger punches. Hey, but we're going to get to the next call. I appreciate you, big bro.
You already know. Peace and blessings, fam.
Peace and blessings. Don't be a stranger.
Yo.
Before I get to the next call, I'm going to get to these super chats real quick. My brother Mailman Mike back in the super chat. He said, I like Foreman. Look at Master of Manipulation vid. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Who channel is that on? Aaron Jones saluting the super chat. He said, grind don't stop, doing the live show in the car. You already know. The grind never stop, King. What's your name? Where you calling from?
October.
Salute. What's goody with you?
What's good, brother?
Ain't nothing, man. Just a squirrel in your world.
You already know. What's up with you, brother? But what I want to say, I think it's all a big conspiracy. I don't see how Larry Merchant came out of nowhere, like to talk about it and call him the last black hole. Bob Arum, he trying to sell his company now and all these things going on. Nobody speaking on it. Like it's a lot going on. I think they try to go out with a big bang, increase their stocks and sell it. That's what I really think going on. And he was just a sacrifice. This ain't nothing but history repeating itself. That's all it is. And as far as Foreman, like the other guy said, I think it'd be good as far as mental connection, because of Wilder had will.
because you know, Foreman wasn't the type to get out of the way of any punches or nothing. He basically used his power also, but he stood in front of the opponents, and that ain't gonna help Wilder.
Right. Only thing I like what George Foreman bring is the knowledge, and I like the fact that George Foreman knew how to hide his right hand.
Right.
You know, so I think those two things he could teach him how to prepare for a big fight.
Right, but don't forget he was sitting there like a heavy bag either, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you know, that got to take a lot of punishment in order to get out that right hand like he did with Michael Moore.
You're right.
So you know that's risky standing there because of Wilder like to plant and lean forward a little bit before he throw that 1-2.
But do you think he could just add the positive from what Foreman did?
I don't see nothing bad coming from it because that's a world champion and he do have the experience, and you know, just to have that support in your corner is just gonna bring more out of you. But as far as enhancing his toolbox, I really don't see it add nothing to it.
Yeah,
you know,
I like the those two things I just mentioned is the two. I would have much rather preferred Lennox Lewis.
Yeah.
Because I love what Lennox Lewis did. You know, we forget Lennox Lewis only lost twice in his career.
Lennox Lewis is an all-time great. He can fight in any era. And Lennox Lewis got caught with good punches. Lennox Lewis didn't get outboxed. So his losses could have went the other way easy if he just made a minor adjustment in them little 5-10 seconds. So you really can't take a knock against Lennox Lewis in any way.
I believe both of those losses was just a lack of focus. It wasn't like he was losing those fights.
Right, and you see how he came back. Came back. It wasn't no joke. He got a switch he can turn on. It was like he knew he was the better boxer. He went in. His losses was more overlooking his opponents a little bit, just knowing that he was the better boxer. And when he had to make a statement, he did.
And remember that video when Wilder was young and Lennox Lewis was teaching him how to throw a jab.
Yeah. So I think it'd be a good thing, and I never hear Lewis say anything bad about him. You know, him and Holyfield about the only two that embrace him. Everybody else got something to say.
Right.
And it's just like I heard Wilder say a long time ago. He said it's like Mortal Kombat. You pick the player that you like the best, and that's the fighting style you use, and you fight to the advantages that player had.
Right.
You know, like people talk about all this technique and all of that, but it don't matter if a person don't know how to approach that technique, nor take that punch that's coming back.
Right.
So you know, I think I don't think it's a question in my mind that it's a setup and everything. Even nobody even talk about. I said when he went to the ring, it seemed like he walked 1.5 miles just to even get to the ring. That was the longest walk ever. I couldn't understand that. And then when he come from the locker room, it was a long walk to the ring also. And then Fury get carried out, so he don't waste no energy at all. We don't see his ring entrance or nothing. We don't see it. Well, all we know, he got golf carted.
Hey,
we really don't know.
And I forgot. I didn't even think about that, man. Fury didn't make the wall.
Right. So it's like it was like all his energy was preserved. He sat back in the locker room. He acted confident as ever. It was just like too many things that played into that fight to overlook. But and then on top of that, Fury didn't look in shape.
Right. He
didn't look in shape. He was breathing hard by the third round. Like people don't notice that, like the extra weight. I just think because he knew he power.
Yeah.
But I don't think
he just looked like his, you know, he usually carry those love handles on the sides, and in this fight, you know, that's the hardest thing to lose. And anybody, you know, work out or anything, you know, the hardest thing to lose is your love handles. And them bad boys was gone in this fight.
Yeah, but then they like you said on the other video, that test might come back right.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I used to box for a while, but my mother wouldn't let me take it pro. But I don't know if you familiar with Roy Dale. He fought Muhammad Ali back in the day. He used to train me.
Okay.
Like I'm familiar with a whole lot. I got and it just don't seem right to me. Things that's happened in this fight, I never seen happen ever.
And you know, boxing it's not known to be the most the cleanest sport, the most respectable, you know, so it's not I'm not surprised, you know what I mean?
I don't look at this boxing game no different than the record game, like the music game. Because use them as puppets.
Yep.
This game the same way.
Yep. Well, I appreciate you calling. You know what I mean? Almost 700. Where you calling from?
Calling from Memphis, Tennessee, man.
Tennessee in the building there?
Yeah, Nashville.
Oh, man. Yeah, blessings to y'all, man, down there, man.
Anyway, my name is Gerald Irvin, man.
Okay, Gerald. How you feeling?
I'm good.
Okay, go ahead and cook.
I'm looking at the first thing that I saw, and I knew I was getting ready to cheat Wilder, is when they shut the cameras down in Tyson Fury's dressing room. Nobody mentions that.
Yep, they sure did.
That was just too fishy for me.
And remember at one point he said, oh, they Fury don't want nobody to see it, and then he said, and then he tried to turn it off, he couldn't turn it off, and then he just unplugged it. He just decided, I'm just gonna unplug
disconnected
it. Yeah, just all the way. Like that alone should raise anybody's antennas. For what? Why are you doing that?
Dude, look, right after the fight was over, I went straight to my Facebook page and went live, and I said exactly that it will come out, you know. So, and then when all this glove stuff came out, I was like, I didn't have to say nothing else.
Right. I mean, listen, regardless of what people say, when people say, oh, well, he lost, nobody's saying he didn't lose. I'm just asking, and I'm just raising the question of, you know, yeah, he lost, but just tell me about all of these other situations. You understand? See, people don't. When you agree with that, when you say, yeah, that's fishy, then you have to look at it in its totality, and nobody wants to do that, right? They don't. They just want to. They rather, you know, just say, oh man, stop. Man,
you're totally right. And they have this trilogy. The first thing need to come to Deontay Wilder's mind is this dude is not your friend. Stop being friendly with him.
Right.
You can't trust him.
Right. You're right. And that's my thing. You know, people could say what they want. You know, people just want to. They call it a conspiracy theory, right? Because they don't want to. What I say is it's a lazy mindset. You don't want to take the time out to do research. Everything it's easy to say something is conspiracy theory, right? Because you just want to look at it for what it's. See, and I always tell people, stop looking at stuff for what they want you to be, for what they want it to be. Look at it for what it is. See things for what it is, not for what they want you to be, right?
Yeah,
people don't.
You're exactly right.
Right, and people don't want to. They don't want to do that. They rather. So it's easy to say conspiracy theory. That's easy.
Well, Tyson Fury, he is who he is.
Right.
He always been a cheater.
Right.
You know, you can't change. You can't take the stripes off of a tiger. They're gonna remain there.
And again, I'm gonna say this. You know, this is all in the ledge, and we don't know, you know, how the results gonna come out. But just the mere fact that, you know, the antennas are raised and people are taking it as, you know, it's just a sore loser thing. No, it's not a sore loser thing. He had this glove. If it's the same glove, it's the same left hand.
But Blue, understand this. The world we living in today, people hate the truth because the truth hurts.
That's a fact.
We sitting up here, the video don't lie.
Right.
We looking right at it. It's obvious.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit up here and play the game like this dude didn't cheat. Stop it. You know, it pisses me off when people act like they're not seeing what we're seeing. You're looking at the video. It's clear as day.
Right. You're looking at the same video we looking at, and it's clear as day that you know. First of all, his glove is just flimsy. It's clear as day his glove is the issue with the glove. Can't nobody dispute that. And then you go back and you look and you say, on top of that, both fights, and then you look at another fight with Christian Hammer, and the referee totally stops the fight and said, listen, he delays. You can't fight like that. And the thumb, the string, the tie that connects it was cut. Now nobody listen had to clip you not be. Don't tell me he didn't attempt it. No. If I put on a brand new pair of boxing gloves, the thumbs are connected. There's boxing gloves that's wore down that I have. You could go to the gym, they down, and they're still connected. So then you put on a brand new pair, you gonna tell me he was so strong that he just popped it from the locker room to the ring?
One of your callers summed it up. I'm gonna piggyback off what he said. He was probably about 2 or 3 callers ago, and you're gonna totally agree with this. We all know Tyson Fury is he's cocky, he's arrogant. I don't have anything against being cocky and arrogant. Why is this dude flying all over the damn place on ESPN, on all these other talk shows, talking about how he whooped Deontay Wilder?
And that's a great point, right? Because I want to say this. In the promotion for this, they were everywhere. Why wasn't it scheduled for the winner to be doing interviews on every platform? How come we didn't see, like you said, why wasn't Tyson Fury immediately on ESPN First Take?
I put money on it, he refused it.
Right. I mean, we know he's here in the States, obviously, right? First, ESPN Studios is in LA. The fight was in Vegas. Shouldn't he have immediately, and his promoter is connected with ESPN, so shouldn't he have immediately after that? It was on everything to promote him, so why wouldn't you be on there afterwards to even further promote him? That makes no sense.
It is crazy, because if that was Deontay Wilder, he'd have been all over the place.
All over the place. They would have demanded it.
But when you're a cheater, you can't brag about cheating.
Right. You know, it's
almost, all this stuff come out.
It's almost like there's guilt there, you know. But I appreciate you calling in, brother. Got to get to the next call, all right?
Now, I appreciate you taking me.
No doubt. Don't be a stranger.
All right. Peace out.
All right, good brother. Salute. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Salute, Blue. It's me, David Hop from Brooklyn.
I can't hear you, King.
Salute, it's me, David Hop from Brooklyn.
Oh, what's shaking with you, King? Ain't nothing, man. What you think about this?
I mean, let's talk about the Fury being sort of quiet. That's always was weird to me, because Fury, Fury's cocky. He's talks. When he beats somebody, he's gonna talk. Like, he's been talking about the Klitschko win forever. Oh, I beat Vladimir Klitschko, he never died, all that stuff. When he beats Wilder, he only did one interview. When Andy Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua, he was on First Take that next week. I remember that. To celebrate his win. So Fury, a top-ranked fighter with ESPN, he's not going to be on First Take yet. It's been almost 2 weeks. He hasn't been there. He hasn't done any big American fight stuff. They said, after Fury win, we have a new pay-per-view star. I remember Brian Kenny saying that. Why isn't anywhere in America talking about this big victory that everyone is talking about? That doesn't make sense to me.
Yep. I'm in agreement with you, bro. And my thing is this: nobody can tell me, like you just said, all of a sudden he beats Wilder and that humbled him.
doesn't make because and you saw how. Remember the first fight he was talking about, oh wow, he's a basketball player. This is guy. If he did beat Wilder, beat on him, but if he was confident and he know he didn't do anything wrong, he'd been talking about all this stuff. Oh, he's a big gossip. Pretty was better than him. No challenge. He's been doing all of this.
And on top of it, and to top it off, before you let you continue, not only that, but you did what you said you was gonna do. You said you was gonna stop him. So you should want to just be like, I told you I was gonna stop him. I've been trying to hold it back before the gloves because it just didn't make sense to me why he wasn't on ESPN first thing as first ring. But now it's just like, come on, it don't make sense. And also about Foreman working with Wilder, I don't think Foreman obviously going to be the trainer, but I do just like the mindset because I think Wilder's always deep down, even though he's a strong, confident, he wanted one of these great heavyweights to, help him. Like, Holyfield, he has girls. And you got to remember too, even Vander Holyfield said that, he wished he could help him, but he never fought a fighter like Tyson Fury, so he truly can't help him out with that. If I could have picked for him, I would have chose Lennox Lewis. I love Lennox Lewis fit for him, just his approach to the sport. But I love the fact that he's open to a legend, and a legend is open to him. That means a lot. That says a lot. Smash that like button, man. Get them likes up, man. We should have 600 likes, man. So I like that whole, the whole approach that both of them are open, and they want to bring that belt back to the States.
Exactly, and I love Lennox as well, but I'm gonna be honest, he's still for me. He's UK, and I know he would help Wilder, but I don't know. It's just optics. I don't know, but yeah, I could deal with Foreman and Wilder. But yeah, thanks for taking the call.
No doubt. I appreciate you. Yeah, man, that's another big thing, man. We're gonna take one more call, then we're gonna jump off, man. But that's another thing, man. Fury did what he said he was gonna do in defeating the Wilder in the manner he said he was, but yet he's not even talking about it. That's kind of fishy. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Blue?
What's shaking with you, King?
This is Steve from Rocktown, Illinois.
Oh, okay, salute.
Hey, listen, the Foreman thing is okay.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. But my thing for you is this. Fury's been doing this since the Hammer fight.
Mm-hmm.
He pulled it off the first time in Wilder fight, and the first time he got knocked down.
Mm-hmm.
Then he did it again in the Wilder fight with
your phone breaking up.
I said second. It was in the Wilder fight. And it was a big thing to see.
Hey, do me a favor. Your phone is breaking up. Try to call right back in.
All right.
Hey, salute to my brother Ty Friend 600 in the super chat. LOL. That mofo is quiet until them samples come out. Fury nervous. Yeah, man. It's kind of, it's weird to me, man. It's an eerie feeling, like, I don't understand, the biggest win in your career, man, and you did it in the manner you said you was going to do it, and then you turn around and you quiet, man. That's kind of shocking to me, man, to say the least, but let's see we got to see how it plays out. Let me in, man. You're going to act like you don't see me. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, what's up, man? Michael out of LA.
Okay, salute.
Yeah, man, I've been watching everything, right? And one thing that bothers me since that night of the fight, we've seen Tyson Fury his whole career never have any power.
Mm-hmm.
In the first fight against Wilder,
mm-hmm.
he could barely do anything. Now all of a sudden, he has enough power to hurt Deontay Wilder more than anyone has ever hurt him, including Luis Ortiz,
mm-hmm.
who is a much, much stronger puncher. It just doesn't add up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just doesn't. I'm waiting for someone to explain to me how. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for someone to explain it.
Mm-hmm. I'm in agreement, and then on top of it, his silence. You know, yeah, he didn't take any punishment. He didn't get hit with a big right hand. He didn't get knocked down in this fight. He wasn't hurt, staggering and wobbling all over the place. So why the silence?
Exactly. It seems like the first thing that he should be doing right now is at the very least, release some kind of statement in defense of himself.
Mm-hmm.
But it's quiet.
Right.
Crickets.
And the thing is, Fury's never short on words.
That's exactly it. That's exactly what I was thinking, man. He has never been a guy to shut up. He hasn't been on Twitter, not on Instagram, nothing. It's quiet for him.
Mm-hmm.
You take all of that together with the gloves and the possible A-sample issue, it just doesn't add up, man. There's something going on, and I want them to get to the bottom of it so we can understand what really happened.
Yeah, I'm with you. What you think about Deontay bringing in George Foreman for the trilogy fight?
I mean, I think it can't hurt. I still believe that Deontay Wilder can absolutely knock Tyson Fury out in a fair fight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that there was something off in this fight that just happened. But hey, I'm not going to complain if you want to bring someone like George Foreman, who is one of the biggest punchers in history, maybe help Wilder a little bit. I mean, I don't know how much impact it's going to have, but anything to help the champ, I'm all for it.
Yep. But
I'm gonna let you get
yes, sir. I appreciate you calling in. Don't be a stranger, brother.
All right, man.
All right.
Have a good one.
All right, you too. Hold on, let me get back to that caller, last call, man. That had, there you go. What's going on with you, bro? You back on?
Hey, Blue.
What's going on?
This is Miss Alice. I'm calling from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
From Alabama?
Yeah, Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa. How you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I want to tell everybody, hit the like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed.
Make sure.
And I thank you for doing this.
For sure. I appreciate you.
I think that Fury is not celebrating because he knows he cheated.
Mm-hmm.
He is a serial cheater.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't help themselves. And that's why, yes, he would risk it again. Mm-hmm. Because he can't help himself. He's a serial cheater.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And as far as George Foreman, I think it's great, like you say, because of his experience. You know, he would never step in front of the head trainer, JD.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it sure couldn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be a great thing. I think it's a big compliment, really.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What you think about that glove situation with Tyson Fury?
I think he didn't have his glove on right. He's been caught doing that before.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just caught again. Like I said, he's a serial cheater.
Mm-hmm. So now let me ask you though, if this come out that the test was not clean, what you think should happen? Should they vacate or just give back the title to Deontay and erase that that one on?
Well, that's what I would love to see happen. I would love to see them erase that 0, or give him back the 0. I mean,
mm-hmm.
And give him back the belt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what I think should happen. But I know the last time that they vacated the belt, so I don't know if that set some kind of precedent or what.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they should give the belts back to Deontay, because when you get beat by a cheater, you didn't get beat, you got cheated.
You got cheated. And what's the feeling down there in Alabama? How y'all feel about everything that's going on?
First of all, we love Deontay Wilder. If you don't love him in this town of Tuscaloosa, you might as well get out of town. And we support him no matter what. And we are upset that all these allegations have come out about the gloves. And now this, first I've heard of it about the drug test is from you. And that just makes it so much worse. I mean, it just breaks our heart that he would be cheating. You know, and a cheater, I remember something Serena Williams said one time when somebody questioned her about something. And she said, I would rather lose than cheat. And that's the way anybody with integrity feels about it. But I think Tyson is not celebrating because he knows he cheated. He's a serial cheater. He can't help himself. And people that cheat because they know they're not good enough.
It's a lack of confidence, right?
Right. Well, he just knows the truth. He knows he's not good enough to beat Deontay. He's not a power puncher. He never has been. And he knows if he's going to win, he's going to have to cheat. I have no respect for Tyson Fury whatsoever anymore. I may have had a little at one time, but not now.
Yes, it's horrible. But I appreciate you calling in.
Oh, I'm glad I got the opportunity to call in. I thank you for doing this. And like I said, anybody that's not subscribed should subscribe. I watched you for a while before I subscribed because that's just how I am. I'm not a quick subscriber to anybody.
I appreciate it.
I did subscribe, and I enjoy your channel very much.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And don't be a stranger.
I won't.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah. So, salute to my brother Seen and Unseen Boxing in Super Chat. He says, salute, King. The grind don't stop. Yes, sir. We're going to take one last call, then we're going to get out of here, man. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's good, Blue Blood? This is Pastor Stewie. What up?
What's shaking? What's shaking with you, King?
What's going on with you, man? I'm just calling in. I'm sorry, man, I haven't been on the chat room as frequently as I should. It's been a hectic, process in these past months,
It's all good.
And like this week, last weekend, working 7 days straight. So it's been hectic.
It's all good. It's all good. It's the grind. It's the grind.
Hell yeah, it's the grind.
Yep.
But anyway, I just wanted to address this George Foreman helping out Wilder and whatnot. And I think it's a good move. You know what I'm saying? I feel like George Foreman has the technique. He has the knowledge. He has the ability to show Wilder how to make adjustments that would be work to his benefit and whatnot. And I really feel like if George Foreman still has that ability to, be a teacher and showcase what he could, what Wilder could make adjustments on, I feel like Wilder could come out on top if they do, go through with the trilogy. Now, my thing is, as far as the test results, I mean, if Tyson Fury failed the drug test, I mean, you know what I'm saying? They really got to give that man a belt back. It don't make no fucking, excuse me, my fault. It doesn't make any sense if they choose to withhold the belt from Wilder if they know that Fury cheated his way through the fight. People are gonna I feel like people are gonna make an easy case trying to dismiss the glove conspiracy. I don't think it's bullshit. I don't think it's bull. I think Tyson Fury actually manipulated his gloves in a way for him to use it so that he could cheat. But I don't think mass media will really address it the way they should because they in their heart of hearts want Fury to win. They don't want a black man to be the face of heavyweight boxing.
Our people have been dominating this sport for over 100 years. And to see somebody like Tyson Fury come up and make changes to the game, they want to keep this. You know what I'm saying? And I may be cynical about what I'm about to say, but I feel like they're going to do the same thing, what they did with Dillian White with the B sample, they're going to do the same thing with Tyson Fury. They're going to flush it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Now
And
I'm eager.
You know,
after this came out, man, I'm eager to see. I wasn't too interested in the test, because I gave Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt in this situation because I feel like we obviously know he failed once, and on this big stage, on another huge stage, you gotta expect that. And the WBC has the clean boxing program. On this stage, you have to know that you're gonna be watched, with a magnifying glass. So I didn't think he would even attempt it. So I didn't even think this was the furthest thing from my mind. And then, as far as the gloves situation, and then with Deontay Wilder, we know he's open. He welcomes testing. So this was the furthest thing from my mind. I didn't think about none of this. Even when it was first brought to my attention last Wednesday, I still overlooked it. I'm like, okay, we're going, it's going, that's going to happen in all fights, especially with all of the tests and what's going on in sports overall, period. So I'm like, that's going to happen. You're going to get people, but, these are people that are credible sources, and they telling me, don't be surprised if you see this come out. And it's like, huh? 3 different people. When you get, I hope that is not true. I want it not to be true just for the sport of boxing. I don't want it to be true. I hope it's not true because I'm a fan of the sport of boxing before anything. So I want this to be, just, hey, listen, it was just hearsay. Maybe it was a little bit something in the test they didn't like, and it brought their it got their attention, and now they want to just go dot the I's and cross the T's and make sure there's nothing there, and that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. I feel it's weird because I like Tyson Fury. He's in my opinion, I feel like outside of boxing, the man is a good human being. You feel me? I feel like if I was to knock back a couple of drinks and chilling, he'd be one of the coolest dudes out there. But as far as the sport of boxing is concerned, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he doesn't. If the test results come out positive, he deserves to be. He deserves to face the chopping block. You feel me? I don't want it to be a case where he does come out positive with the test results.
Right.
Because we lost a bunch of young warriors last year. And if you know anything about boxing statistics, since the sport of boxing began, on average, 15 boxers die every year.
Right.
Over the 100-year span of the sport of boxing, over 1,600 boxers have passed away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Due to head trauma and whatnot. And that's not to mention the boxers who have survived throughout their career but have suffered very serious brain damage.
Right.
You feel me? You look at Tommy Hearns, he ain't the same no more. Look at Gerald McClellan. Look at James Toney, he's kind of coming back with his speech, but you could still see it in him compared to how he started off in his career. So that's not even to mention the guys who have sustained the injuries and are walking around and showcasing how much the sport of boxing has damaged their mentality.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? So that's why I take it serious. I don't want it to be the case where Tyson Fury comes out with a test positive. But if he does test positive for these PEDs, the sport, the Nevada Commission, they need to come up with something more a punishment more severe to prevent these guys from even thinking about taking these illegal supplements. It's not fair.
Right.
It's not fair to the champ.
Right. And
then walk around this sport with natural power no more.
And then another thing is too that needs to be done is, they need to go through deeper, and this is all alleged because we don't know if it's true, we don't know if it's not, right?
That's.
So this is all alleged, and nobody wants it to be true. I don't want it to be true, And my thing is, I believe too, another thing that needs to be done is because there could be it could be something as simple as, oh, he had nasal spray, because I use Flonase myself because I have sinus issues. So you can use nasal spray. Flonase is illegal. Now I don't know what benefit that would give you in the boxing because it never gave me no extra boost in doing nothing. So sometimes I think too, as well, and I'm not making up excuses for Tyson Fury. I'm just saying, sometimes there's these little things that's on the list that you can't have that'll come up, and it's like, really, Flonase, it's like, it's so many things, and I understand that they have to do their due diligence. They have to check in, and they have to, watch everything but they're not robots either. They're human beings. And so, if I took an Advil and I took certain Advils are not you can't take. Like you can't take I believe it's Advil colon sinus is one of the things you can't take that's on the list, because it has certain things in it. And these are things, it's like, just as a human, if I have a headache and I take somebody says, hey man, you want some Advil, and I take 2 Advil, I gotta say, hey man, is this Advil colon sinus or is this regular? Like, sometimes there's things that just needs to be, they're not on this list. If it's not gonna help you, I can't see how Advil colon sinus is gonna help you have an edge in performance. You know what I'm saying? I just can't see how Flonase is going to have, because I've taken Advil colon sinus, I take Flonase. So how does these things help you have an edge in performance? I just can't see it. I don't know.
And I hear what you're saying, and not to keep you any longer because I know you got stuff to do, but it's one thing. You make a very fair. I feel like you make a logical case, but if we're basing it off of Tyson Fury, we know that he has a history of doing these kinds of things. Mm-hmm. He's very radical. I mean, he's very not radical. What's the word? He's very over the top. Mm-hmm. Like, one minute he's talking in a very honorable sense about Wilder. One minute he's being, respectful, and the next minute he's just wild and crazy, disrespecting everybody. Mm-hmm. So he's not consistent. Mm-hmm. The way there's a pattern with him being caught doing very shady things throughout his boxing career. Mm-hmm. So it's one thing that he's never been caught taking drugs, but the man has been caught doing shady stuff in the past. Mm-hmm. When he took cocaine to hide the performance enhancement, the PEDs he was taking, and he used that to hide the fact that he was taking a PED when he faced Vladimir Klitschko, and mm-hmm. then he went into depression, this, that, and the third, and then you got the glove scandal. Yeah. So there's an actual consistent pattern with Tyson Fury doing shady things in the sport of boxing to get the edge, and not to mention that one of his mates, his gym mate, who he's very close friends with, Billy Joe Saunders, has also been caught taking illegal substances. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't, I don't think it's anything where I would feel like only boxers would know how these PEDs would support them in a fight. Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Tyson Fury, he may be a good human being, but what he's doing, if all these things come out to be true, which I feel they are already, based on the logical evidence, I mean, he should be banned from the sport. Yeah. Heavyweight division is a dangerous sport, and that's where all the real power's at. So at the end of the day, if Tyson Fury's, if he's guilty, may his head face the chopping block. Yeah. Salute to you, Blue. Salute to the LBBC. Salute to new media. Keep doing what you do, Blue. I respect your grind. Every time I hear you on the live, I miss New York City because I'm currently staying in Nevada. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I respect you. I respect your grind. Stay up. Appreciate you. To the chat room. Appreciate you, champ. Take it easy, bro. You too, brother. Yeah, we're gonna have to get on out of here, man. My peopleizations, man. I hope, I'm gonna say this in closing. I hope this is not true. I hope that, it's all alleged anyway, and I hope that, it comes out clean. I hope everything works out for the best. You know what I mean? That's my thoughts on it.
I truly do, man. I don't want for the sport of boxing. I'm a fan of the sport of boxing first, and so I hope that everything works out, man. But that's all I got for y'all, man. I got to handle some business at the weigh-in. So salute to y'all, man. I'm at the weigh-in. Adam Kanaki, man. So salute to y'all. Peace and blessings to each and every one of y'all. Appreciate y'all 1000%. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hit like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all, man. Y'all know what it is. Your boy Blue. Peace.